Washington, D.C., North Carolina. Something is going on in our skies right now. What the heck is going on? This is incredible. Buckle up, everybody. We've got the update. What's going on? Crashes in D.C., UFOs, North Carolina. Amazing stuff. Are you excited, Brent?
Yeah, exactly. Something's happening, and this is new footage that just came in, and we're breaking it to the world. A lot of big stuff happening in this episode. Interviews, new UFO sightings as it just came in today. We're pretty excited. Dr. J.
This is crazy. It started with one crash in D.C., a UAP crash, which turned into over 20, multiple angles, possibly in the states surrounding D.C. as well. Let's get into it.
Yeah, apparently there's a lot of crashes that have been happening, just in the past couple of days. But North Carolina especially, this is a very interesting area just because of Langley Air Force Base. There's a lot happening there and a lot happening since Hurricane Milton. So we'll get into this.
Let's roll the first eyewitness
testimony. I keep getting messages from people with regards to this unconfirmed report about a UAP crashing over Washington, D.C. last night. And also, there is what appears to be another UAP hovering over Langley Air Force Base again. There was a swarm of them a few months back that was, I believe, towards the beginning of the year. Actually, no, sorry, December of 2023. News Nation has just put out a report on this. A fleet of objects that was spotted over Langley Air Force Base back in December. But this is another situation. Vetted just posted a video with footage from a guy that was fishing near the area. And you can clearly see some object that is diagonally situated with different lights flashing on it. And he films it for quite some time. Patrick posted the video.
We're taking a look at that video right now.
Right over there.
Just into third phase, this is the new and breaking news with new video coming out of Langley over the Air Force Base. Something's happening over the skies. Listen up.
They started off down there. They've just been chilling there. There's like a blue light, there's a white light, there are red lights, green lights. A string of fucking Christmas tree lights. But it's at an angle. So wild. Over Plumtree. The bay's over there. We're out here fishing. Sunday, October 13th, 9 p.m.
Dude, so my buddy...
Are we looking at some kind of massive craft hovering in the sky? The eyewitnesses are plentiful. In the past 48 hours, something is going down, and we want to try and find out. Welcome, everybody, to Third Phase of Moon. We're just midway through this episode. We got a lot to cover.
Yeah, Patrick nailed it with this footage just coming in. Again, we're looking at something just illuminated. He said it looks like Christmas lights just hovering up in the sky, but it has this particular angle, which doesn't create like a nice flight pattern. It's just hovering up there, and it doesn't seem to be moving. It seems to be just dead on over the military base over there. Dr. J, your opinion?
Some people want to say this is a helicopter, but definitely not over dead. Looks something more like it's flying. Now, let's also mention this. There have been fleets of spherical type drones, they call them, traveling at 100 miles per hour, 3,000 to 4,000 feet above the ground, all over Virginia, specifically over Langley Air Force Base. And let's not forget, Langley, Virginia is also the home of the CIA. So maybe we're being invaded.
Yeah, this apparently just came out from North Carolina yesterday. But I actually was there during the 2023 sighting that was mentioned earlier, and I remember during the time being in North Carolina and hearing it a little bit creeping into the local news and people in the area. And it was really interesting because at the time I'm wondering, why is this not being dropped on worldwide news? Why is this event not being widely publicized, but apparently this is kind of all coming out now because of the event that just happened in the last couple days.
We've got people coming forward, videos in this episode from Washington, D.C. We're sharing with you footage coming in from North Carolina. There's some correlation, in my opinion. We have activity crashes in D.C. and this activity over a major military base. Something's going on right now.
Yeah, again, the recent footage, again, we're dropping the best stuff that's just come in within the past couple hours. We got more interviews coming up. What is this just hovering up there? This is going to get a lot of people's attention. I'm wondering, why isn't the military surrounding this object? With these recent sightings in 2023, the Pentagon just dropped it, that they've been having these UFOs, maybe even drones. They say they're about the size of 20 feet. That's not conventional. We're looking at something different.
We're going to be covering that later in this episode, but now more information just into Third Phase of Moon. It's basically breaking news. Thanks for joining us. Give us a big thumbs up for being on top of this. Let's roll it.
So about the crash landing in DC, I filmed the video Saturday night at midnight, just coming out of my house confused, and I had no idea so many people were seeing things all over the internet and hearing crashing sounds, seeing planes crash out of the sky, hearing the sirens. I'm glad I'm not the only one. But what are we doing about the utter betrayal of our media? The fact that the media has not covered this. I've been Googling all day for the past 2 afternoons looking for a scrap of reporting about a plane crash, a spaceship crash, a meteor, something that can explain that trail through the sky and why there was such a loud noise and so much police activity in DC and the surrounding areas. So what is going on, media and government? You guys haven't released a statement yet. The ball is in your court. What are you going to do to explain to the American people what we clearly heard and saw?
I don't know what's going on right now. I heard a noise. I come outside. There's sirens blaring, and I see this huge trail in the sky. It's midnight right now, and there's this huge trail like something crash landed. What the heck is that? What is this? I wonder if there's anything on the news about this.
So I just want to personally liken this to the DC flyover event that happened during the Eisenhower administration. If you don't know about that historically, definitely look it up. It's a historic event that happened during the time of World War II, during the Eisenhower administration. And is this a similar event? There's a lot going on around the world right now with what's happening. I mean, are we being led into World War III? Is this similar? Are foreign nations showing off their technology, or are aliens intervening? What are your thoughts, Brian?
Yeah, that's pretty heavy statements. Again, the world's kind of heating up. It's all we're all in for a ride right now. We don't know when it's going to stop, and we're all curious what's going to happen. Dr. J, this one's interesting. We do see this aftermath of something that basically, with this eyewitness saying it dropped to the ground.
Is this another one of the angles of the one of 20 plus crashes that recorded all over DC? Now, let me drop a bombshell. I've only heard one place report this so far, and if anyone watching Third Phase of Moon right now hears this for the first time, say so in the comments. People involved in the UAP program in the Pentagon and the DoD are saying, the people that are the higher ups are saying, quote, the Sumerian gods are returning, unquote. That is what is actually being said in the Pentagon and the Department of Defense right now. Is that what they're referring to with all these crashes and all these light shows going on?
Man, that's a big one. Here, we got the second angle to this new footage of the same event. This is pretty wild. We'll get back to that, Dr. J. Let's just watch this for a second.
Yeah, I'm liking that we have multiple eyewitness videos coming forward from the location. That just brings it all together. It's not somebody posting a video and saying, I saw something in the sky, and maybe it's old video coming in from the past. We see a lot of people posting videos and repurposing them saying that they're brand new out there and try to break the news with old videos. Now we could confirm there is something that really did happen within the past 48 hours. And we're trying to get to the bottom of this.
Yeah, this is definitely breaking news, and we're right on top of it here at Third Face of Moon. And I'm just, really curious about Dr. J's statement with the people in the Pentagon bringing up that this may have the ancient alien connection to it. Dr. J, can you kind of continue with your statement on that? Like, what are your thoughts exactly on that? Was that actually a statement by the Pentagon?
No, it was actually someone who works in the Pentagon that's familiar with the UAP program, and the person said that inside the Pentagon and Department of Defense, people who are familiar with the UAP program and, of course, the Immaculate Constellation program, which has recently been named as the new crash and retrieval program since 2017, are all literally saying that the Sumerian gods are returning at this moment, and that's what they believe is causing all this occurrence of technology.
Am I tripping right? Okay, so I'm in Raleigh, North Carolina. Please tell me if anybody saw this. But I was coming back from the gym off of this back road outside of Raleigh, North Carolina, and we're like the road and the trees and the sky opens up. What the I swear I saw giant sparks, like a plane, like maybe on fire, or like, I don't know, but it was like there was sparks across the sky, and it left like a huge like illuminated smoke trail like behind it for a long time. And then like 3 seconds later, the biggest aircraft I've ever seen in my life flies right over my truck, and it was completely silent, and it had like 4 flashing lights on it. What the fuck? And then now, like right outside, I'm here for work, living in a hotel, and right outside my hotel, there's like 4 black undercover police officers just like posted up at an intersection. I don't know what the did I just see? Someone please tell me they saw this. This happened like 5 minutes ago, and I can't find anything on it. There's like no sirens, like.
I do not know what's going on right now. I heard a noise. I come up.
Well, here's the video that everybody's sharing on the internet. The major UFO sighting in North Carolina. Well, people are wondering what the heck is going on. We've got answers for you tonight, but we wanted to share with you what people are circulating, claiming the unknown. But we've got some updates. Brett, you came across this video. People are talking that something major happened in that area, and you did some research today.
Yeah, absolutely. Everybody's kind of pinned on this story, and we are too at the same time. We want to know what's going on, and hey, if you see something like this happening in the night sky, you're going to film it. You just don't know what's happening. This is impressive stuff. What I believe is what we're seeing is some sort of event that happened, and people are excited, and I'm not going to hold it against them. We have an update on what we think this is exactly is.
Yeah, I think a lot of people in North Carolina right now are thinking that this is doomsday. It's the end of the world because of what's been happening to them out there. They've been through a lot, in the past week since Hurricane Milton, past week or so. But, when you look at this, you see a smoke trail. Would you see a smoke trail behind a UFO, UAP? I don't think so. In my opinion, it seems likely to possibly be pyrotechnics, in my opinion.
We're talking to people right now, and some people are still baffled of what exactly they're looking at. So we're going to get to some more eyewitness testimony of this event. Right, Brent?
Yeah, absolutely. And the footage that basically proves what this actually is. And this is entertaining. Here we go.
Funny that you mentioned that, because I just so happened to see the video about where the guy in Raleigh, North Carolina was talking about how he saw it around 3 a.m. I saw it around 3:20, so that kind of adds up. And see, right now I'm in Washington, D.C., specifically around Capitol Hill. And I have about 100 other locals that said that they saw the same exact thing around that time. So I have no idea what the guy's talking about, how he saw the aircraft crash around 12 a.m. I don't really know what that is specifically. I don't know if he's talking about the same thing or whatever. But there are thousands of residents apparently that live in North Carolina that are saying that they saw the same exact thing around the same exact time. So I don't really know, but I can tell you for sure that I've never seen a fucking aircraft that large just blazing through the sky, especially now at 3 a.m. But I'm actually in the car right now. I'm about to go investigate and see what the fuck I can find, because apparently there's a lot of police traffic down there right now. And whatever it was huge as fuck. I mean, I've never seen an aircraft like that big, or at least just that on fire. I couldn't tell for sure, but that motherfucker was blazing through the sky like crazy. And I've actually had the privilege of seeing a UFO crash. I know that sounds fucking crazy to anybody listening to me right now, but just hear me out, okay? I used to live in Colorado, okay? And if you go around Denver, sometimes in the night, throughout the year, you might see some really weird ass shit, okay? That crash is actually documented as well. I'm probably gonna post an article in the comment section because it was around 2012, so I gotta find it. But when it happened, it was really crazy actually, because as soon as it came down crashing, there was a shit ton of fighter jets behind it. And then as soon as it crashed, the entire power to the Denver airport just so happened.
Well, we're about to share you the real footage, a close-up of exactly what these people are talking about. So sometimes we have UFOs and sometimes we don't. And this one, in my opinion, is definitely identified. And sometimes it takes a little while to get the information out to you, but we did it within 24 hours because people out there right now are still sharing with you that this is unexplained. And we wanted to break the news. And I don't know, we usually don't debunk videos, but when it gets so viral and people are claiming that this is the end of the world with a major sighting, maybe they just didn't know too. Here's more reports coming in from DC. Something happened there though. Something happened in DC within the past 48 hours.
Have you ever seen something like this with Capitol Hill police? Man, everywhere, what's going on? And it's quiet, as if they're waiting for something, expecting something, preparing for something. Look over here, let's walk over here. Come on, let's walk over here. Morning. Oh my God! You got all this? What's going on here? Let's go. Let's turn around. Look at that again, man. Turn around. Look at that. Let them see them. What's going on here? Oh, mama. I'm gonna figure. Huh? I mean, it's as if the entire law enforcement force is here early in the morning. I'll get back to you, okay? I'll get something's going on. You got to do some research. I got to see if there's some.
Sorry for the heavy language, but sometimes this is a live event. We just got to let it roll. But what is going on in DC?
I'll tell you what's going on in DC based on reports coming in. First, multiple people saw something going down, which didn't look like a plane. One of the people who caught the videos actually started getting direct messages, DMs, of other people seeing it multiple angles caught, and that was reported to up to over 20 different crash sites. Now, why is it mainstream media covering this? Lots of police are going there, so give us the body cam footages. And by the way, guys, and everybody, this could be bigger than the Miami Aliens event.
Yeah, it kind of has that feeling, definitely, of the Miami Aliens, where people, boots on the ground, people are there, and they're wondering what the hell's going on. We got actually surveillance video of flight patterns of helicopters in D.C., and it looked really strange. This is in real time, kind of sped up footage, but it shows the activity of what these helicopters were doing. It's wild. They just start doing loops and then they head back to quarters and go back out. And look at this activity in the skies.
You know what this really proves to me is that something very unusual happened. Could it have been a criminal on the ground and maybe they're on the run and these police helicopters are doing circles? I highly doubt that, you look at this, and I think if you compare it to any other activity throughout the year in DC and go back in time, you're not going to see this kind of activity. And it so happens to be on a day when people are seeing numerous crashes in this area. Apparently, this is a breaking news. I can't believe this is happening right now in this time of, the election and all this stuff. It's just wild.
Definitely. We need more accounts of this, because obviously this is something that happened and that, a lot of people witnessed. And I feel like there aren't as many videos as we could have here on Third Face of Moon. So if you have a video of this event that you witnessed and recorded live, please send it in.
Again, people are talking about it. A News Nation apparently broke this story that the Pentagon just released that over 2023, there were multiple reports of some sort of mysterious craft, drones, people might say, or UFOs. They say these were awfully large craft, like 20 feet. And that's something different. That's not like your commercial drone. And they were hovering over all these bases in America. This is wild stuff. Last words, Dr. J. Quick.
I just hope everybody watching, if you live in DC or around, you send it to Third Phase of Moon. If you don't have video but you witnessed this, then reach out to us. If you know anybody who has any part to the story, we'd love to hear it and break it first here on Third Phase of Moon.
We appreciate everybody from around the world joining us. Thank you for that, Dr. J. Please subscribe and be notified. And if you did capture something, my email is in the description. Everybody, be safe. We'll see you next time.
Over and out.
We'll catch y'all later.
10-4.
That's right, Battle for Disclosure, available right now on Amazon. Get your hard copy or digital Kindle download. The links are below. Battle for Disclosure. It's been a wild ride producing all 4 issues. And let me tell you, it's rivaling what's really going on in our world with regards to disclosure, but just a little bit on steroids, but pretty much how disclosure would roll out. And it's a game changer. Battle for Disclosure. Make sure you order your copies right now. Everybody, keep your eyes on the skies. Be safe. Blake Cousins. We'll see you next time.
We'll catch y'all later.